My brother stopped sleeping after midnight. It started a few weeks ago. He'd just lie there in his bed, eyes wide open, staring straight up at the ceiling. He was breathing. You could see his chest rise and fall, but he never blinked. Not once. It was unnerving. The first time I noticed it, I whispered his name. No response. I got a little closer and asked, "Are you awake?" His body didn't move, not even a twitch. But a voice came out, flat and empty. "I'm listening." His lips hadn't moved at all. I told myself I was just tired, that I'd imagined it. But it kept happening. Every single night, as soon as the clock ticked past midnight, the temperature in our room would plummet. It wasn't a normal winter chill that you could fight with an extra blanket. This was different. It felt like something was actively sucking the warmth out of the air, out of the walls, out of me. It was a dead cold, the kind that seeps into your bones and makes you feel utterly alone. Even with my brother right there in the next bed. I started dreading the nights, staying up as late as I could, hoping to fall asleep before that 12 a.m. threshold. But my own fear kept me wide awake, watching him. One night, the cold was worse than ever before. I was huddled under my covers, shivering, when I heard it. A soft, sibilant whispering. At first, I thought it was the wind, or maybe the house settling. But it was rhythmic, like a distorted conversation. I strained to listen, trying to pinpoint where it was coming from. It wasn't coming from his mouth. I crept out of my bed, my heart pounding against my ribs, and leaned over him. The whispering was clearer now. It was coming from inside his chest. A low, raspy murmur, like dry leaves scraping against pavement, was emanating from beneath his ribcage. Panic shot through me. This wasn't right. I grabbed his shoulders and started to shake him. "Hey, wake up! Wake up!" His skin was ice-cold to the touch, like he'd been lying in a freezer. It was unnatural. As I shook him harder, his eyes, which had been fixed on the ceiling, slowly, mechanically, turned to look directly at me. They were dark, vacant pools, and then that same lipless voice spoke again, but this time it was laced with a chilling anger. "Don't wake me again." My blood ran cold. It hurts when you remember. Remember what? What was he talking about? Before I could even process the words, his mouth began to open. It stretched wider and wider, far beyond what should have been humanly possible. The corners of his lips tore slightly, a thin trickle of dark fluid running down his chin. The sight was so grotesque, so horrifying, I couldn't scream. I was paralyzed. And from the black, cavernous void of his throat, a second voice whispered. A different one, higher and thinner, like a wisp of smoke. It slithered into my ear. "Your turn is soon." My eyes darted frantically towards the digital clock on my nightstand. The red numbers glowed in the darkness. 12:01 a.m. And in that gut-wrenching moment of pure terror, a single thought crystallized in my mind, freezing me more than the cold ever could. I hadn't gone to sleep yet. The cold in the room suddenly felt familiar. I looked down at my own hands and realized I couldn't feel them. I tried to move my legs, but they wouldn't respond. I was lying in my bed, staring at the ceiling, listening.